Alright YouTube, what is going on? It is ConflctNerd Calum here today, bringing you another episode of our Cities XXL Let's Play Berika. So since the last episode, I said that I wanted to push for 50,000 people, and I've pretty much gone ahead and done that. I've just spammed houses down, and with doing that, I've basically filled up this whole area here. As you can see, it's a new housing estate. Interesting shape. I'm basically just trying to maximise the space in here, and I think I have done that. Not the prettiest, but I think it's kind of realistic in between two motorways, and added in more trees just to make it look a lot nicer. I also went ahead and added in just houses in general in quite a lot of places along the roads, like here for example, and also a wee bit along the shoreline as well, just because you'd usually have people who would live on the shoreline with a view as well. But obviously going ahead and building all this population has gone ahead and meant that we have some issues, because what I like to do is go ahead and build loads of housing and then not think of the consequences. There is consequences here, which is unemployment is the main one by far. As you can see, we're all at roughly 20%, which is something we need to go ahead and deal with. So again, we're going to go ahead and jump into our good friend Omnicorp. We use Omnicorp a lot. That is just the way things are. Electricity, we already need to build another power plant. We're about to get a lot of unlocks though at 50,000 people, so I'm looking forward to that. Once people move into the few tiles, the time people build in all these tiles, it'll be 50,000, so we're not that far away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add to my office district downtown to get this started off with. So, if we jump in here, we go into industry, we go into offices. Second density, we jump you up to 2x10, we jump you up to a large avenue. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and add in 2 extra blocks here actually. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to build my roads for the future in this area. I'm going to continue this block right up to, there's got to be a cutting point though, there's got to be an end point, because I can't have loads of roads intersecting this though. There should be like a road that goes along the top here. I think that should just sort of intersect them all. So for example that sort of fucks that system up totally. Would you work? Yeah, you would work, but again there's really close junctions there. You know what, that's going to be the only one we have for now. Hopefully that'll sort of relieve a wee bit of traffic around the ring road. The ring road isn't that bad, it's just this right side here which is causing me a few issues. And I've worked out actually what I want to put on this island as well. Maybe not that island. Yeah, that island. I think I'm going to have an airport here. Of course we've not gone ahead and unlocked airports yet, but I believe it was the small airport actually, which I don't have enough money for. Can I not even select it? It costs what, 9 million. I can fit this on this island, and we basically have like airport island, which is something that's in the Western world isn't too common, but Japan I know builds a lot of like artificial islands, and the same with Hong Kong airport in this case. They build like artificial islands and they sit the airports on them, so they're sort of out the way and you sort of create space. So I could easily go ahead and do that here. This would give a good connection to the city, which would be nice to have, and also it means that the pollution consequences aren't really going to affect residential areas, which is good, and I don't think I'm ever going to build a large international airport, so I think we would leave that. And if we did want to do that, it couldn't fit on that island anyway. We could always do it out here in the country somewhere. That is definitely a strong possibility. Anyway, so how's the unemployment doing? Still pretty goddamn high. Slowly but surely there's more businesses opening up. I don't know how you are all feeling right now. This company was victim to robbery. We do have a sheriff's office down here, I believe. Yeah, we do. So not really at all sure what's going on there. Overall, everything is pretty good, except the nearby passenger services, which we finally have public transport. So we're going to go ahead and probably start messing around with that in this episode, because that's one of my favourite things to do in this game. In some city builders like Skylines, I think it can get really frustrating, but I really love it. So, with that done, I want to jump back into Omnicorp, because of course Omnicorp is where I live. Offices, we're not really quite getting there, unfortunately. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build some more high-tech. Oh no, I've not actually started building high-tech industry yet. I've totally forgot about that as well. So we're going to build some more heavy industry, of course. What I'm going to do, I think this is the first ever time I've got second density stuff, which is good. I'm going to build quite a bit in here just because we've obviously got quite a lot of jobs to accommodate for. And I'm going to go ahead and build some manufacturing along with that as well. And then again, just sort of get the consequences afterwards. So that's quite a lot of patches there I've placed down. So there should be lots and lots of companies opening up there. High tech we need to go ahead and build as well. Where am I going to place high tech? That's a very good question. Should I place some downtown? I'll place like the first zone downtown. What's this yellow for? I'm not really at all sure what statistic it's for. I'm not at all sure. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a tiny bit downtown. Not a lot, but a tiny bit downtown. High-tech industry, we're going to build along here. So these really need offices, and they also need goods to come in from the manufactured sector. So as I said before, it's sort of a chain process. It starts off as a natural resource, it then goes to heavy industry, then it gets manufactured, then it comes down to high-tech, and then it gets sold on. So as you can see here, resources bought are waste, office services and manufacturing, which we've all got, and we can go ahead and sell it no problem. As you can see, we're up quite a bit of money. Overall, we've lost a lot of money just because I haven't let this game run at all recently, and we have been building quite a lot. That's safe to say we have been building quite a lot. However, what is a city builder when you can't build? So Omnicorp is a bit all over the place right now. It's saying that we want more executives, which is interesting. Do you require executives? You do, which is a good thing. So back over to, not Executive Islands, but it is, at this stage, only got executives on it. If we jump in here, oh my god, I've actually got medium density executives. Ooh, fancy. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build some more executive housing. I don't know how much I need actually. Jesus Christ, 64% jobs available. We need to get quite a bit down. Probably need to get a few different roads down here actually. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to ideally do that, but unfortunately this road is in the way. So I'm going to go ahead and, I don't want to delete it all, but I'm going to have to here, aren't I? You know what, I'm actually going to redo this whole shopping area because it's not bad, but it's just not practical for the future. I think I might build it in this small area over the road here, or build it somewhere else, but it's just not practical. It's not, it's a bit of a mess. So what I'm going to do is build that like that, and build 2 more of them. Easy enough. What I'm going to do is see if I can go ahead and build a small... Wait, do I want another expressway though? I think I do want another expressway on this island, do I? I can't really decide. Do I want one going down one side and one going down the other? Because I mean, we have a lot of traffic issues, and I think that would help solve them. We've got quite a few issues right now with factories as well. There's not enough workers in the high-tech industry. That's being dealt with right now, hopefully relatively quickly. So I was going to go ahead and add in some more shops. That is in retail. I can get second density retail. As we can see, they're not happy at all. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the free zone tool again. I'm just going to build a small shopping area in here. See how many buildings we can get in here. I think this is more of a relevant place to have it. And there we go. I think that looks quite nice in there. Why? You are connected to a road. Of course you're connected to a road. Why are you not connected to a road? How are you not connected to a road? This is a road. You're actually not connected to a road, which is kind of weird. Because there's a tiny wee gap there, and I suppose that's not connected to a road, so... Which is a bit silly. Anyway, goodbye to you. Hopefully that space will get filled. So hopefully that will improve the overall shop satisfaction. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and look at that statistic. Overall, it's a wee bit, meh, it could be a wee bit better, that is for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and add in another area over here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have a wee crossroad roundabout here. So if we jump into here, bulldoze this piece here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like a one-way road, I think here. Like that, I guess, and then I'm going to have another road coming off of this. I'm going to make you an exit only just so traffic doesn't build up. So there we go, that is done, and yeah, I think that should be okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have another road coming off of this. No, this is going to cause a few problems, so I'm going to have a really, really thin road. And then curve it. No, that's too small though. Ooh, this could cause issues. Can we get a bridge, a road going under there? Is that too complicated? I think it is. We could have a tunnel going under. Oh no, we're just getting really confused now. Why don't I put the shops in over this area here? That would make a little bit more sense, because we could definitely go ahead and use this small avenue. We could definitely go ahead and use this junction on the expressway. Again, I'm just trying to avoid creating extra junctions on the expressway. So what I'm going to do is have you like that. Stop that stupid thing. We'll build you to there. And then I'll go ahead and grab the straight tool again. And then we'll build along here. Like so. And then I'll build another area off of this. So if we go ahead and jump into retail again, second order density, free zone. Just pretty much like that. That would look really stupid though, wouldn't it? Yeah, it kind of would. What I want to do actually is I'm going to get rid of this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add in a tiny wee bit like that. Now that looks kind of stupid, yes I know, but it'll make sense in a little minute, I hope, if this pays off. So we'll go ahead and add in like a sort of circular shape here. Can we get another shop in there maybe? Yep, it looks like we can. Another one there. Yep, there we go. So that's a wee small shopping centre in this area here. I guess these are like shopping centres. Like this could quite easily be Midtown Shopping Centre. This could be, I've not really came up with a name for this area yet. The Executive Land, but Executive Land Shopping Centre. Then we have in here, we have, you know, Stadium Shopping Centre or whatever. It doesn't really look like a shopping centre necessarily, but the one-way system seems to be working really, really well here actually. And that's why I've had a thought about, Jesus, that road is really, really clogged. Having this area down here, it could quite easily be a one-way system downtown. I can't really have, or I could make a one-way system actually on this. I definitely could. I could have the road going down the middle one way and have the road on the edge going another way. That wouldn't solve the issue, for example, right here, the critical issue we're having. And that's why I'm going to have to go ahead and start adding in everyone's favourite, well my favourite, public transport. But first we still need to deal with the consequences a wee bit, and no way I've not built enough skilled housing. How is that? We've got available jobs, I cannot believe it. Did all this build over here? Pretty much, yeah, but you are having an issue with, you need executives. Why the fuck do you need executives? We still need 40% more executives. Jeez, right, okay, so time to build more executives I guess. User in demand this episode. No, we need to upgrade that road to Large Avenue. Yep, and yep. No, actually, we'll build one like that. Again, we'll get rid of this stupid highway connection though. And then I think I'm going to build another expressway. Just because I think it's best to do this now before it's too late. So, we're going to have the expressway sort of come round here. This one might go over to that island there. I don't think this island is going to get an expressway. If it's even going to... I mean, some islands might just leave. Outright leave. What I might do is I might do... What am I going to do? Well, that would work. How much money? We are getting quite a bit of money. I don't really know what on right now, but we are getting quite a bit of money. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to build some of these again for the future. I'm just going to build like coastal roads. I really should have done this at the start with the mainland where main Berika town is near the town hall, but we just didn't. It was a rookie mistake by me. But no one's perfect. So we're going to go ahead and loop this round here like so. I'm actually going to go ahead and keep building this. And we're going to build over the island bit here. We'll build you round over here. I'm sort of just fucking up with the terraforming, to be honest. Or not fucking over the terraforming. I'm just going up hills and all that sort of stuff. And there we go, so that's one long detour you can now finally take. Along with that though, I want to go ahead and create some other roads and bridges. And we should be fine for money. I can always let the game run if I am getting close to running out of money. So what I'll do is I'll zoom in here. I'm doing this just because we're about to start making different bus routes and public transport. So can I get out of that view and go into postcard mode a second? Can I bring you down? No, I need to go back a wee bit with that. So out of postcard mode we come back into aerial view. Time to use our favourite markers. We'll go ahead and use farm road as a marker there. And I think I would like to build the other stadium down here, definitely. So we'll maybe think about doing that in a few episodes' time. Not just yet though. Have we got the curved road tool on there? About to there, I think, and then we'll build the bridge. So the bridge is the expressway bridge, which is this here. So we're up before the water, which is grand. Gets about there, come down after the water. Is that... Ugh, it looks a bit disgusting, oh well. And then just sort of continue you along into about what there. Yep, that looks good like that. So that is another part of the highway built. Then what I think I'm going to do is have... Ooh, let me think. Should we have another connection come out from like there over to there? I think that'd be a bit too much. I do want to do two other roads though. And those are... I want to have some form of connection coming over from here. I think we need to. Just because having only this one bridge up here, it's going to lead to a lot of traffic in the future. So that's way too... That would be a great place for a bridge, however. Though that is... Oh my god, I can get up there. I mean, that does look really fucking steep. But we'll go with it. We're having that sort of same issue we had when we're going to have to push that expressway back. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Could always go with something... I kind of like having those pillars though, you know what I mean? For the bridge, and I'm just trying to think if we can get you to come down, like, have a curved bridge. I just feel that's a bit too steep. Can we go up a wee bit more gradually? Yeah, we can do that like that. Yeah, I like that much better. And then if we go ahead and curl you round... Then can we start the ascent? That's way too steep an ascent. I need a better view. Postcard view again, please. Frame rate when you go into postcard view just shits itself. Again, that just looks so steep. Is it too steep? No, that nearly worked. That does work. How does that look from an aerial point of view? Interesting. I'm going to go ahead and build it. That's another 66,000 gone on a bridge. Doesn't look too bad, I don't think. I mean, looking at the other bridge, it really doesn't look too bad. Okay, yeah, it does have a massive turn in it, but a lot of bridges aren't straight. That descend is really steep. The ascend and descend on this bridge are really, really steep. But we'll leave it for now. We'll maybe come back and tweak it, but I mean, I can't really tweak it at this right side here. I can't exactly push it back into the housing estate. I could push this back into the island, no problem, but I kind of don't want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm very quickly going to go back to roads. We're messing around with the roads quite a bit here actually, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a junction like there. And what you're going to do is you're going to hit the coast along here. And then what you're going to do is you are going to join up with that there. So there's going to be a road junction just about there. So that sort of created a network of roads here. I'm just going to have another one. Oh, I know what I'm going to do actually. Ooh, right, okay. More bridges are on their way. So if we have you connect into there, and then what I'm going to do from here is have this leave like that. I'm going to have to jump into bridge mode again. So bridges, expressway bridge. Can you come up? Yep, you can. You know what I need to do? I need to build a pillar about there. It's about as low as I can go. And can we have... No, this is where the problem lies. Oh, frame rate's gone again. This game engine, it'd be so much better if it was smoother. That bridge actually dips quite a bit. Why don't we have you come round like that? Like that? Like that. We had it, we had it. What? But drop into some dubstep there. So there we go. So that is... It's not... Oh, the ascent is looking really, really bad again. Yeah, well, we'll leave it for now. And then what I'm going to do is have you curve round here. Postcard view again. This frame rate, honestly, it's not my computer, it's the game, as I've said many times before. Whoops, that was the wrong button there actually. So if we go shift, put you to the ground, then have you come out again like so. Have you come over, ideally I want you to come sort of land here. This is a really, really flat bit of land actually. What I'm going to do is have you come into about there. I'm going to have a stilt about there. And then have you come down like so. And then connect up there. So looking at it, we've built quite a few bridges there actually. We've built quite a few more expressways, highways, whatever you do want to call them. Hopefully that'll help out with the traffic in the long term. And means we can plan our bus routes a little bit more as well. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is start off with public transport now. I realise that this episode is getting to the stage where I don't want it to go on for too much longer. So what I'm very quickly going to do is go ahead and place the two fundamental things we want, which is the bus company. We'll place you there side by side by the... I don't think I want park and ride yet. And unfortunately I can't get Metro Company yet, so we'll have to wait a bit. We're going to go ahead and build our first ever small bus station, which is going to be near the people. What I'm going to have a bus do is go uptown, and a bus go downtown, and a bus go over to executives. Small bus terminals can give you 3 different lines. In this game, how buses work is they work like this. Not exactly rocket science. If we have you... bus stop there. So basically bus stops are done by proximity. So you'll provide coverage for people in the proximity. You want to have as little stops in a bus as possible. So I'm starting to think a park and ride wouldn't be that bad an idea. But if you jump in here to the office district, then you jump over the road to there, then you land up coming down into the industrial estate. Then what you will do is then you will look back round, I think, come into this housing estate. So it's sort of a constant loop. Going through the 2 housing estates like so. Then we'll have you have a bus stop. Actually, a bus stop. We're already at 16 bus stops. We'll have you look like that and go back to the bus station. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and see how this bus stop does. So fill rate's going up quite rapidly. It's only at 14%, which isn't that high right now, but hopefully that'll go up as time goes on. I realise a lot of people work downtown as well, which we'll go ahead and do it in the next episode. So it'll hopefully get you to tune it back in. But with that bus stop, it's doing, or that bus line, it's doing relatively well. The fill rate keeps on going. We're getting 28,000 a month. Not really at all sure what from, if I'm totally honest. Omnicorp isn't looking too bad. We're getting a lot more fuel tokens, or we're down to 17, which is weird because we used to be at about 34, but I guess the fuel tokens are maybe worth more now or something. Or there's maybe more coming out of this building here. I'm not really at all sure what is going on. So we'll have to work that out in the next episode, which is why we're going to wrap this episode up here. So I hope you have enjoyed it. We've done a lot of different things in this episode. Thank you very much for watching. My name is ConflctNerd Calum, and I'm out.